Hey everybody, today I'm doing a quick recap of the first 2 days of class match, and I mean quick. Alright, so first match, this is basically where the action started. I'm trying to separate my Lara and Barret a little bit here, but it looks like the other player brought their Tifa up and just left her exposed, and also brought up their Cloud. So I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll get double teamed here, so I just focused on the Cloud, and that ends up being no problem. Only thing that's left is this Chola, and it turns out this player was kind of weak, so I didn't really pat myself on the back for this one. Alright, second match, the key part here is when this Venera comes in and kills my Liart. She is a very dodgy Venera, but I'm also hitting her with Sharpshoot and she's taking like no damage. So I don't know how he managed to make a missile resist and evasion. I'm not really sure how that worked, but I basically hit the Venera with 3 Sharpshoots and she doesn't go down, and she does get off of Vampiric Cleaver, so you know she ends up surviving. My last chance here is with Barret to try to hit her, and that didn't end up happening. I did confuse the Black Witch Helena, but beyond that I couldn't really do much, and I ended up losing the match, so I slowed it down just so I could have enough time to talk. There you go. So match number 3, this is against a Dwayne, so right here is where I made my mistake. I moved Barret a little too close, but which is not too bad because I actually managed to cast a Protect in time. But now I also moved my Lara way too close. I probably could have done a better hit if I'm gonna bring her this close, but I moved her way too close within range of Mont, and then also within range of Dwayne. So I actually get the poison off with Lara, but Yuna heals Mont right back up, and Mont just comes in for the hit, and Dwayne just finishes off Lara. So Barret also gets hit by Yuna, so Barret's not going to be able to do anything by himself. I kind of try to confuse Dwayne a little bit. I also try to revive Lara, but you know, Lara goes right back down, so that kind of ended up not being the greatest battle right there, and I end up rage quitting. I didn't really rage quit, but at that point I was like, I can't really win this, so let me just give him his win. So this match, basically what happened here is Lara moved up and she got countered by Silma, but then Barret countered Silma. So right now, Lara gets punched right in the face, and Barret comes in and does his Courage debuff. And so Barret versus 2 units isn't going to do much. Alright, so now we have match number 4, I believe, and this is against a pretty decent team. What ends up happening here is that Lara starts charging and Garvel just jamming thrust her, and then Liart stays by herself on this side. So that kind of didn't really go well. Again, Barret is not going to do much by himself, but at least he kind of almost kills Garvel and he does slow him. But at this point, him versus 2 magic users is not going to do well at all. So that's another loss. So far it's 1 win and a bunch of losses. So this match, I just kind of start off by killing this Yuna. Elena's just coming in, and basically they have 2 healers on their team. So as long as I keep killing Yuna, Phoebe's just going to keep reviving her. So Yuna having such a small amount of HP kind of sucks because it keeps distracting Lara, but she's just going to get revived again. So really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. This double healer thing is kind of really annoying. Yes, Elena's kind of immobilized here, but my units are not going to be able to do enough. And actually, here comes another heal, and the Arte goes down. So pretty much, I'm not going to be able to do enough. This is the second time one of their units survived by just a small amount of HP, so that kind of didn't go well. And there was the demotion. Okay, so the game decided to give me a break here. This is basically a very weak player. I actually ran into this player twice, so apparently my rank is pretty bad, and here is what that player is looking like. Alright, so in this match, Liarte goes down right away. She just happens to be aligned where everybody else is aligned. I think in this match we actually kind of do okay. You know, we got Barret up here taking a hit. Did some decent damage, but it wasn't that bad. Lara's gonna come in here and do some damage. She misses Sir O, but she does hit Cloud. But right now, Cloud is actually gonna kill Laura. And Barrett is actually going to get in there and kill Cloud. However, he does the mistake of not going onto a crystal. And what ends up happening is he does survive that attack, but he gets attacked twice in a row and he goes down. So that is another loss for me. Right now, okay, we have a team with, again, another team with 2 healers, Little Leela and Yuna. And we have the 2B up here doing crazy damage. And, you know, Barrett's ice, so he should be strong against her, but considering we have 2 units hitting Barrett and the other 2 units kind of lagging behind her, this is not really going well. So at this point, my units are kind of still spread out, and at some point I decide to just kind of bunch them together a little bit more in the initial placement. But you know, this match pretty much goes like the last one, where they just keep healing up. Little Leela has AoE attacks, and it just kind of doesn't work for me. At this point, Laura's not going to be able to do enough by herself. Okay, so next match, we have a Dwayne and we have a Black Rose Helena and a Zazan. It's kind of going all right, but then Barrett and Tifa and Laura, they just crowd up together. And to kind of put a final cherry on top of that, Liarte moves up, and all 3 of them end up getting one shot, essentially, by Black Witch Helena. What I'm starting to realize at this point is that Liarte is kind of weak, and I actually overcompensated with the cost. I didn't really need to go that far down with cost, so I am going to end up changing my team for the next one.